Hey everybody, welcome to the show. We are on a live stream here. I'm Donovan Kennedy, Dizzy Kraken. This is Lock. Oh, I got it backwards.
Read the screen backwards.
Screen was backwards. Lame joke, I know. I practiced it for a long time and I still pulled it off incorrectly. We're doing the show tonight. We have online too. We have Meps. Say hello, Meps. If he's not there, hello. Okay, we'll wait till he gets there. He hasn't gotten back to his desk.
Not yet.
Anyways, we're going to show off some of the gameplay today with Amazon Fury Part 2. We're going to be playing with the 4-man ops with the TSI group tonight. It is night, right? Well, afternoon.
It's night somewhere.
It's night. Hey, Meps is here. I introduced you. You
Hey,
weren't there.
I'm
Sorry.
here now. Yeah, I know. I had a microphone problem. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Good.
Excellent.
Good. Let's see. I'm trying to think of everything I'm supposed to talk about. You just ran over the whole thing, and I've already forgotten, folks.
Yeah. Well, hey, we're playing with the TSI.
Yeah,
right?
Covered that.
This group of players, volunteers, help us test a lot on the test server. And we're playing Amazon Fury Part 2.
Yeah, a lot of great people on the TSI group. We definitely get a lot of good feedback from the forums and direct emails and conversations to get stuff narrowed down. It's really awesome.
And I will add, for those of you watching on the stream, if you have questions, feel free to put them in chat. We'll try to grab them as we go. Don't hold back.
Well, let's talk a little bit about it first. So, Donovan, I want you to tell us a little bit about the solo mission and how you guys came up with that. I think it's fairly popular right now.
Yeah, there was actually a lot of feedback on the forums about the planned content for the DLC. It was going to be a lot of large group missions, and I mean, that's what we have. But there was a lot of concern for not having any solo missions at all in this DLC. I definitely read a lot of forum threads, talked to some people about what their opinions were on that, and I got with Jesse and I said, hey Jesse, you know, I'd really like to put in a solo mission. This happened to actually be really late in our cycle, about I don't know, maybe 2 days before our VO recording started.
That's about right. Yeah.
So yeah, we all ran around really quick, got with SJ, and we wrote up some story real quick, came up with some gameplay, and all of the designers basically put all our hands in the pot, and in 1 day, well, maybe 2 days of work, we got the whole framework in for the solo mission. And when I sat down and was working with the designers to come up with a plan for it, we really wanted to come up with like a mission that was kind of reminiscent of your leveling content, where you could go in and you could play the mission but still be queued for something else, so you wouldn't be locked out of trying to get into a raid group or something like that. And you could go play your mission, go queue to go do an alert or something, then come back to continue where you left off, which I thought was a really cool idea. It also reinforces a little bit of the storyline that's a little secondary to the DLC, the Brainiac storyline. It shows what's happening out in the open world at the same time as the rest of the players are down in the underworld and going through all that. And I think it's really cool. There's some new gameplay in there, some functionality that you have to be on your toes a little bit, but it's fun to get through. So I really like what we did there, and so far the feedback has been really positive, which is great. I love getting good feedback. So.
As opposed to bad feedback. We don't want that.
I like bad feedback too, as long as we can fix it.
Constructive, constructive. Okay, so we're going to say hello to the TSI guys. Are you guys on right now too?
Yep.
Hello.
We're here.
Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Let me switch over to them. There we go.
Who do we have in the group right now?
Right now we have Modi, X-Plate, Some Such Talk, and Mr. Fix-It.
Some such talk.
Actually, I think it's so much talk, but either way it goes.
Cool, and I think you guys are going to be playing Active Defiance today for us?
Yeah, that's what we're going to start with.
Cool.
So why don't you guys queue up for that?
Yeah, Active
And we will follow
Defiance
you in.
is a cool mission. It's basically the beginning of the storyline for this DLC. It kind of leaves off a little bit of where Cersei or Wonder Woman had confronted Hippolyta, and this is kind of the next stage of the confrontation.
You guys all queued up, ready to go?
We're just entering now.
Nice. We'll wait for you to disappear and then we'll go right to you. There we go. So, I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about this DLC so far on the forums. I know I enjoyed playing it with you guys. We had lots of playtests and had a lot of fun with that. You guys have really knocked it out of the park, in my opinion. That was really fun. I don't know how the TSI guys feel about it. How do you guys feel about it?
I'm enjoying
My friend
it.
Hermes has delivered a message to my mother. It says that I'm prepared to swear an oath to her and to return to Themyscira as
Just to give some
princess.
context, we
She has
do
agreed
have
to an
3
audience with
raids,
me.
2 4-player
Just trust
operations,
me.
the solo mission, and an elite raid, which is a version of one of the 3 raids. So tonight we're looking at the 4-player and kind of smaller group information. This is one of the operations.
Yep. This one, like Donovan said earlier, it picks up where the last one left off a little bit.
The prodigal daughter returns. I am pleased that you've come to your senses, child. This war is already won.
Where
I
is
have
Spittle?
definitely come to my
Well,
senses.
so many things I could
I
say
know
about
you are
that.
not being
He's
controlled
ill.
by Circe, but I still
He's
know
ill.
that you are
That's
not
the best
my
way I could
mother.
say that.
And I swear
He's quite
nothing to
ill.
you.
He's quite ill. Praying to the
Tell me
porcelain
who
god.
you are and what you have done to my mother.
So you're stuck with us. I know we're not as entertaining, but we're trying.
And death, and your mother serves both.
What in Hades was that?
So that was a pretty cool little scene. Wonder Woman actually uses her lasso to find out the truth of what's going on with Hippolyta, and then you can hear the godly voices channeled through her.
So you want to talk a little bit about the boss fight, what it is that actually the mechanics they have to watch out for, how this actually plays out for them a little bit?
Yeah, you can see that that these guys
You
already
can't
know the
challenge
mechanics.
me.
They already put themselves down at the
Pillars.
different statues in the room.
And they called it out, pillars.
Yeah, exactly. So if you watch that the different pillars get active at certain times, and you can go secure them
I
and
stand
prevent
for
Hippolyta
Themyscira.
from gaining a power up.
There's
You
little
will
hints
pay
there, the
for
little
your
effects inside the
insolence.
statues there, give you little hints of what that she gets out of it.
Like fire and ice and
I
earth.
fight with the fury
So yeah,
of
the players have
Amazons.
choice here of which
You strike
which
at
power
me.
set you don't want Hippolyta to get, so you can deny her having those powers.
Oh,
They're making short work of her, look at this.
You'll regret that.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. Can we
Pillars.
turn the game volume down just a little bit?
There we go, is that better? Did we lose you?
Is that
Is that
I'd
better?
reconsider that.
Let's see. Chat
all
will
the
let us
same
know.
I
channel?
stand for
I think it's all on the same channel, yeah.
Themyscira.
Turn down a little bit. There we go. So as you can see, it takes place in the same same
Now,
place that the last
you'll
one ended,
pay.
right? The last Amazon Fury
You
one,
will pay
the
for your
exact same
insolence.
arena,
the entrance to
courtyard.
Hippolyta's palace up there?
Pillars.
So they've done pretty good. She hasn't gotten any of them, has she?
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Oh, yeah.
you can't challenge me.
She has a really powerful charge there that if you're not paying attention to
You
the charge,
strike at me.
she can do a lot of damage to you.
I fight with
Do we have any
the
questions we
fury
want
of
to
the
answer right now,
Amazons.
Maps, by any chance?
We're still working on
Okay.
the audio.
Oh, all right.
What about TSI
Actually, yeah,
guys?
we probably need to turn down
Pillar.
the in-game,
I fight with
In-game
the
itself?
fury of the
All right, yeah.
Amazons.
especially voices.
You strike
Sorry about
at
that.
me.
You are going to need to exit out of house cam to be able to do it.
Noobs.
Oh,
So I see somebody said something about Uncle Junk's no fun, but I couldn't see what it was. It's behind my camera.
oh.
What's too loud?
The voice is too loud. There you go. Bring that down a little bit. Try that. Let's see if that's better for you. So they made short work of that.
Mother's body. Wait, what is this?
Little reveal moment.
The other end must connect to that which binds her. Hurry, we must follow it.
So there's actually a spiritual cord that is attached to Hippolyta there. And Wonder Woman has revealed it to the players, and you need to follow it to find out where her soul is actually being attached. It's pretty cool.
I like this
Yeah,
version of it. I've seen several versions of it. I saw this one the other day finally, and I was like, this one's really nice looking.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, our environment artist spent a lot of time, the lead environment artist spent a lot of time making this look really cool, and he kind of did it last minute too, and I mean, it doesn't show that it's last minute, it looks really
I
good.
did a bang up job. I like it. Were you going to say something, Meps?
No, voice is better. Sound is better.
Okay, good.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Got to give a lot of props to our environment artists and character artists in this DLC. Some of the you're not gonna see it in this operation, but some of the new environments are just absolutely amazing.
They will see something semi-newish at the end there, right? It's not environment, but character art related.
Yeah, there are some new character art pieces in here.
So by now, this is very familiar territory for a lot of you. Don't fly over the top.
You want to jump back into house cam? Also.
So basically at this point everybody's rebelling against you because you defeated Hippolyta, and you kind of just got to get your way back out of here and find where the soul cord is going to and solve this mystery.
So we got at least one quantum guy out there. Is that quantum DPSing because of the new AM? Advanced mechanic?
Yep.
Nice.
One quantum, a nature, an ice, and a gadgets.
Nature represent.
How are you guys? How does it feel so far in terms of just difficulty or interest as far as playing through the different NPCs and stuff?
Interesting. I mean, I enjoy it. I think it's a good mix. It's right good balance.
Do you feel in danger quite yet?
Nah, we got Modi tanking. I never feel in danger with him around.
All right.
So you notice these guys, they didn't follow the soul cord immediately. This is kind of an optional little room that opens up so you can do a feat. It's completely optional, but it gives you some interesting feat opportunities. Spell down. So it's MX. Go back down.
Obviously, these guys are pros. They already know about that feat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's cool to, when a new DLC comes out, to check out that feat list. There's some interesting story points, some interesting mechanics that you'll learn pretty quickly.
Those Amazons down there are using portals to receive reinforcements. We need to shut
So obviously we have new feats in it. Can you guys go over the other rewards that we're getting from the 4-player ops?
Good question. I don't know off the top of my head what they are. I mean, we're getting the marks, obviously, so you can get your new gear, which is the new inspired by gear we have for Wonder Woman, Cersei, and all that. I'm not sure what the actual loot drops are other than that.
So it'd be,
off the top of my head.
It'd be, the common drop is level 96 here.
Yes, it's
and,
is it 96?
And the rare is 98.
98,
yeah. And then the vendor's 99, and then in the raids, it's the common drop's 98, if I remember correctly. But this isn't the raid.
Yep.
So what are they doing here? They're setting themselves up for this little event, which we missed.
Yeah, exactly. There was basically a little portal station here where Amazons had been coming in through the portals, and you have to complete the ritual here, and that'll stop the Amazons from joining in. Once you complete that little instance, the little spell ritual, then you just have to defeat the rest of the guys so you can move on and follow the soul cord. See how it's moving through the map there. But in order to open the door in advance, they have to complete this little puzzle and fight.
You gotta love how busy these Amazons are. This thing was raided how long ago? And they still haven't cleaned up all the rocks and debris. They've just been too busy warring in Gotham, I guess.
Eternal war. That's what they live for.
Lazy. Surely somebody stayed home that could clean the house.
Maybe the Amazonian janitor.
Here's a question from chat. Which 4-man op was more difficult to develop, and why?
Huh.
This one, or obviously the other one, Return to the Nexus.
Oops. Which one was more difficult to develop? I think they're about the same. We really try to balance out how difficult and how many mechanics and everything are put into both 4-man operations. Anytime we have the same level of difficulty, we have about the same amount of mechanics and everything. They both don't have a lot of new NPCs, so some of our stuff we have a ground level to work with, so that helps. They're both about the same length. They both have about the same number of bosses and NPCs. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I would think that the Brainiac one would be a little bit more difficult, just because it was story-wise. Because it was like we were all in the mindset of you got one full DLC. It's all in the mindset of the Amazon and the gods, and then you have the Brainiac one, which is not. So you kind of have to do a check on yourself to make sure you're still keeping it true to the Brainiac theme and all that stuff. That seems like that would be a little hard for you guys to pull off at first.
I mean, aside from direct content making, the story and everything, that's the more difficult side. That's correct.
But you guys still did a good job overall. Like I said, I think this is a really good DLC so far.
You defied the Queen's orders and raised your hand against your own mother. You will pay for your crimes, Diana. If you won't stand aside, I will go through you instead.
A couple of people have just joined us are asking what the heck we're doing.
What are we doing? We're watching the TSI team play for us. They're playing some ops today. Right now we're doing active Defiance. We're just talking about the DLC in general and how we built things the way they were and stuff like that. Just trying to have a good time. We're not as talkative as Jens, but we're trying.
Showing some support for the testers that are awesome.
Yeah, these guys you're watching are fantastic. They help us so much when it's on test server. It's very
Finding
appreciated.
bugs, tuning balance.
Yeah, absolutely.
General feedback.
Yeah.
And so people know, obviously, Locke, you are the design director on DCO, and Donovan, Dizzy Kraken, you are the content lead. Correct. So these guys are on the design side, in the thick of making this content.
Yep.
So right now, what we're seeing is actually is this the second boss fight? This would be the second boss fight.
This is the second boss. She's one of the generals or, leaders of the Amazons that basically were trying to stop Wonder Woman because she had defeated Hippolyta. And
Here's your uh-oh moment.
Yeah. I didn't get hijacked.
You get hijacked. Okay, so we're watching everything. Yeah, so normally you'd be seeing the camera here if you were actually playing, but because we're observing, we're not in the camera. But you're basically being told right now a reveal just happened, right, Donovan?
Yeah, exactly. The shades, these gray, I can't move, but the grayish creatures that are coming through the gate back there, they are. I can't move at all.
They can't either yet. They're still in the camera.
They're actually escaping from Hades through the tunnel back there, and at that moment, that's when the guard general there realizes that maybe the true enemy is behind them and not Wonder Woman. So she will actually join you.
Trying to sync to him, see if that helps. There you go.
It didn't help.
You guys get stuck in a cool cam?
Yep.
Oh.
Try to disable the camera.
I just did.
Oh, now we're seeing the cam. This is the cam that you should have been seeing.
Yeah. A little delayed. This isn't how it actually works in game, folks. This is because we're observing with God hacks. There we go.
So
that was the fight.
They defeated this awesome shade.
the Spartan warrior-esque guy. Yeah. We're like, that's a long camera. What are they watching here? So yeah, and then what you didn't see was the guard you were fighting at the beginning of the fight turned and helped you because there's a bigger problem here. The gates of Tartarus have opened, it appears, and there's shades pouring out. So now they're actually fighting shades. Like the typical stuff you see in all those books and movies when you go down to the Hades. You see the undead souls that are wandering around. They're not necessarily ghosts; they're shades, right? So that's what we kind of this washed out look, this new type of NPC look we have going. You'll see that's pretty much a theme through a lot of the content here. Is these shades.
Yeah, they're all Spartans or Amazons. They're just like shadows of their former selves. They still fight the same way. They just look more spiritual. And there's some new mechanics in the base pop here.
Yes, there
every time we come out with a new DLC, we try to come up with new. When I use the word base pop, it means the basic NPCs that are out there, non-boss type NPCs. We try to come up with like some specialists that are that you have to watch what they're doing. Maybe they're gonna do some deadly attack. One of these guys does a really cool ability where not these, but where they will start their ability, and any damage that is done nearby them, they will absorb that up and then send it back out as an AoE. It's pretty awesome. You got to really watch what's happening. That's especially deadly in like raids and things like that, and boss fights.
Yeah, we caught that a few times.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, is that what the Punishers are doing?
I think it's the spirit ones. Can't remember the form.
But yeah, you'll see the big effect shield thing will come up, and if you damage them or anybody in that area, actually, they'll bring that damage and store it up and blast it back at you.
Yep.
Every time we got a new playtest with somebody new in the raid group, that was when the group would wipe, because that one person was like, yeah, I'm just gonna mash.
Just keep attacking, keep attacking.
Everybody's running for their lives. Stop!
So there's another cam that we can't see. Oh, so we'll be a little behind, but not as bad as last time.
And who's this?
So here's the reveal of Ares. Of course, Wonder Woman knows who Ares is.
That's his pet dog right there.
I am the god of war, son of Zeus and Hera. Compared to me, you're merely a twig that will snap beneath my boot.
That is not what your mother says. Hera, give me strength.
Did she just do your mama joke?
Yeah.
That's what your mama says. So Ares goes on into the gates there and drops his little buddy down. Obviously we're behind the camera, that's why the little dome was there already. Let's bring you in there to him. There we go. We had to enter the dome there. So a little dome came up so keep the boss fight in one area. So we got some new tech with this guy. You want to talk about a little bit about our big guy stuff and our big guy tech and how this Hydra works out? Because this is the first time we actually fight the Hydra. They annoyed the hell out of us last time we were here.
Yeah, exactly. We asked for some new tech from our engineers to not allow the NPCs like this to instantly turn and face targets. So this guy has kind of it may be a little difficult to see sometimes, but he actually turns and faces things slowly, like that right there, instead of just jerking instantly. Like most NPCs in the game, which that not only gives him a better, cleaner feel and look to the way he's fighting in combat, but it also gives you as players the ability to control his facing a lot more. He's not going to just instantly jerk over to some other new target and then back.
Bowmaster.
Yeah, like
Notice he's doing the tail swipe there. Was that what I just saw?
Yep, he does a tail swipe. He does fireballs. He does a flamethrower attacks like that. Flamethrower. It's not flamethrower.
Fire breath?
Fire breath. Yeah.
Block that talk.
There's also ads coming in. One of the ads right there is the Bowmaster, is one of our specialists I was mentioning. He will single target players and try to take them out, and if you don't block through it, it's pretty deadly. So there, you can see that the Hydra is tearing up the place. The rubble is falling from the ceilings. There's a lot of environmental effects. This is on PC test, so there is a few changes that are in progress with Hydra right now. We are currently working on some of his mechanics to change a little bit, but right now he's pretty cool. It's really cool to see him and what he can do, and the new sets of animations. Him and Cerberus both got entirely new sets of animations, which was tons of work for our animator, but he did a really good job making him look really cool.
And we'll see Cerberus another day, right, Meps?
We're going to do, actually next week we're going to show Cerberus in Halls of Hades.
Woohoo!
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's one of the new maps, which is very cool looking.
Obviously you can log on to PC Test now if you are a member and give him a shot firsthand, but we will be streaming that raid next Wednesday.
So they're good. The testers here are doing a really good job of spreading out where they are. That controls where the damage is going from Hydra. Can you turn off the camera?
There isn't time to waste. If I go after him now, I may be able to catch him. But if the
Oh, there's no outro.
There's not one here, I think, so yeah.
gather more allies.
So that's essentially that's the act of Defiance. These guys just rolled right through it. Seems like we need to go crank everything up, make it a lot harder, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know what?
Well, that is part of testing, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what CR you guys are?
Most of us are 111.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's good information for people watching.
And you guys had a perfect group. I heard all the rolls sounded like you had perfect groups. So you did have a perfect group. 1-1-1-1.
Yep.
Saw that. Cool. So we're gonna try to return to the Nexus real quick, or does we have some time?
Let's at least start. Let's jump into it.
Sounds good.
So the next stage here. I mean, we'll go into the next operation, but really the next stage in the storyline is to follow the soul cord, and you jump through the gates of Tartarus there, and you actually end up in another map, the Labyrinth, which goes underneath the river Styx and get you in kind of through a back way into the courtyard area of Hades' palace. And that map is awesome. It's really labyrinth style.
Yeah, the Vista views and all that. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. The art team, they got new tech also to move things, and so you can see the map, the walls and everything actually moving while you're playing. It's really, really cool. So this is the
shared area.
The shared area for Themyscira, which is for each of our DLCs in these trilogies. We kind of have one public space that's shared amongst all three parts of the trilogy. So this is the same place from Amazon Fury Part 1.
So since we're going to be playing the Return of the Nexus, we should actually, I know you talked about the solo mission a little bit, but you want to talk a little bit how it plays into the Return of the Nexus, or did you already cover that? That kind of helps.
So yeah, I kind of mentioned that in the solo mission you find out a little bit of what's going on out in the open world a little bit while people are down in the underworld. Out in the open world, Brainiac has, I guess, transferred his consciousness to a new robot, and are they already in? Oh wow,
they're at the door.
Yeah, we're in.
And so he's been actually taking advantage of the war and these great warriors, the Amazons, and he's been converting them into Union soldiers. And you actually discover that in the solo mission. What's that?
You guys ready for explanation? Or ready for us to start?
Yeah, go ahead. Sure. So in this case, you're actually going to the Nexus where Brainiac has...
He's attacked.
He attacked, and he actually won the attack behind the scenes. And so you're going in, Wonder Woman or Cersei tell you that you need to get in there and get Brainiac out of there because he's becoming too powerful by sucking up Amazons and turning them into Union soldiers. And it's just distracting from the, what they really need to do in the war.
And there's some player choice here in this fight, right?
There's a little bit of player choice here. The different councilmen here are, like Ninja Batman, Steam Power Batman, and GCPD Batman there. If you choose, you can choose which one to free, and whichever is the third one you choose, he will actually show up and help you in the final fight. So if you want, say, Steam Power Batman to show up because he can give you little defense shields, then you choose him last, and he'll be the one to help you with Brainiac. So in this case, they're choosing Ninja Batman. He will be the one that helps you against Brainiac. There's also some really cool new models.
Cyclops.
This shows a lot of FX, but
of course,
right when the cam starts.
Of course, I did the wrong command. Right in the middle of camera.
So Ninja Batman there, he actually converted, he was out of sync, and he put himself back in sync, and then sent himself back in time. So then you need to go ahead and finally defeat the Cyclops chef.
Yeah, I really like the Cyclops model, chef. I like this model. It's the Brainiac assimilated Cyclops. I think it's really cool because it allowed you guys to open up a little bit to him. He doesn't have to do the, I'm a big guy at the club. Oh, I'm gonna hit you with it. Yeah. He's got his, as you can see, he's got his pistols going.
He's dual wielding rifles, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They look like pistols on him.
It's awesome.
That's amazing. He has an I-beam to attack, correct?
He does have an awesome I-beam attack.
Did you say something, Meps?
Can you do that impression again? That was great.
No, not now. Can't do it on command. It's just going to come naturally. Club. Somebody's going to make a gif of me doing that. It's going to look awful.
Question, will we ever see more members of the Council, more versions of Batman like Luthor?
It's always possible.
It's definitely possible.
No plans currently, but that doesn't mean anything. This game will always go on and on and on.
No plan in our heads.
Yeah, in our heads, yeah.
Who knows what Yin's has going on.
Yeah. He may be like, DLC 45, Return to the Council. In this one we've got, I don't know, Jelly Luthor.
Jelly Luthor.
I always like Lex Luthor looks like, the spaceman Lex Luthor looks like he's got to wear a helmet so he doesn't run into walls and stuff. I think he cracks me up. He's my favorite.
He was actually in the Brainiac intro cam of this final fight. He was the coolest. He's the coolest character because he's the only one that flies. So
yeah,
it's really cool.
Otherwise, he stubs his toe. He's got to wear that helmet and all that stuff. He's got to be careful.
He's got the big metal boots.
So they took out the Cyclops here, and
so this little event here was the first boss fight. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they're checking their loot.
Did the door open? Okay, I didn't see the door open. I was like, uh-oh, what happened? So now we basically need to clean out the rest of the Nexus here to get Brainiac's forces out of here.
So after we defeated the Cyclops, all 4 of us are still in combat.
Well, that's a good bug for us. Thanks. See, that's why we have these guys.
Here we go. This is the test server.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. Hopefully that won't go live because we'll fix it based on these reports.
The icon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's strange.
Hey, are you guys seeing the exclamation point icon? TSI guys? Or is it just us?
No, I don't see one.
Okay, we probably put ourselves in a weird state with all the bouncing around I did. Trying to get us in and out of cameras. We had some exclamation points. So, folks, that doesn't exist in the game. It's because we cheated somehow.
You see nothing.
There's nothing here. This is not the exclamation point you're looking for. If I can even say the word. So yeah, you basically got to go through the rest of the Nexus here, clean out the Brainiac forces, rescue the rest of the Council members who are still being captured here somewhere. That's basically what these guys are doing.
Yeah, I saw some people asking on the forums that some of the art changed in the Nexus.
Yeah, I was just about to comment on that, yep.
You know, back in that first room, the whole energy field is gone. Here the doors are different looking. We did that for quality of life changes. The perf in this map, performance, sometimes had been pretty, you know, not as good as we'd want. And so back to our lead environment artist, he did a lot of tweaks to make it much more performance-based in here. He did a lot of good stuff.
See if this clears the exclamation point. So yeah, so basically, you know, those people that were... What did I do now?
I don't know what you did.
It should be a lot better performance in here now for people that were having issues before. Hopefully I get to the exclamation points we're seeing. Are you still in house camera already?
Yep.
Okay.
And so you can see in here there's new Brainiac troops, robots, the unionized guys. Since you're a hero, some of Batman's old robots are still active in here, still trying to defend the Nexus. So you might run into some of them. On the opposite side, if you're a villain, and some of Lex Luthor's bald robots will be there still defending. There are a few little secrets in here you can discover.
Your efforts are futile. The will of
I'm not going to show you.
Yeah, this is a secret, man. I was like, well, don't show them. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, there's some cool little things.
Look for those.
If you search around, there's some interesting things. It's pretty cool. These spider guys. You know, we've had them before, but in this case, they split up and do different kinds of abilities. They have their own little mechanics you need to pay attention to what they're doing. If they're just minions, they might not be as deadly, but you at least get you know, an opportunity to learn what their mechanics are. So there's one of the secret things. Mr. Fix-It there.
Should have turned your camera like they're doing something secret.
Oh yeah,
just
don't look over there. There's pink lights. Just kidding. So there's a Brainiac, I mean a Batman robot that is has joined the fight.
So this is totally off topic, but it popped in my head for some reason. I don't know why. I found out over the holidays, I'm royalty, sir.
You what?
I'm royalty.
What does that mean?
My 31st great-grandfather was William the Conqueror. My 29th great-grandfather was King Stephen.
29th.
How do we address you?
Your Majesty. Actually, I'd be a prince, so I guess it's Your Highness. Sorry, that popped in my head. I was like, sweet, that's right, I'm royalty.
Don't talk about that movie around Jens.
What?
Don't talk about that movie around Jens. Highness, Your Highness.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's a good movie, man. I like that movie. Totally random. I don't know why it popped in my head, but something about that secret was like, hey, by the way, I'm royalty.
Must tell everybody.
I plan on making a trip to England soon and be like, I demand my share of the royal treasury, please. Thank you. My family was king long before yours.
So here's your next opportunity to release one of the out of sync council members. You can tell they're out of sync because they have this
the phase effects thing.
Phase to them, yeah, they're out of phase. And Brainiac is basically using them somehow. He defeated them and has stuck them in these conversion things, probably channeling their energy.
Maybe bottling them somehow.
Something.
He likes to bottle things. He's a collector. So I hear.
Yeah, I hear he's a heavy drinker.
Bottle some Batman essence.
That's some mojo right there, buddy.
Yeah.
They could bottle up some Batman mojo, I'd drink it. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Batman's got game. Doesn't matter what it is. Batman can do anything. Except for beat Lord Vader. I saw the video. You didn't see the video?
I don't know what that
Oh my
is.
god, there's a video of Batman versus Darth Vader. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
And spoiler, Batman loses.
Shocking.
So that makes, what was it, Batman Vader? What was the next ranking for that? I'm not Batman Vader. Vader Superman. Who'd win that one? Still Vader. Because Force is kind of magical.
Kind of, yeah.
And he's weak to magic.
It's midichlorian.
And he's only ever as strong as he needs to be, so there you go.
With all due respect to Your Highness, but you're totally wrong.
At least you said with all due respect.
Yeah.
And Your Highness. Totally right. The Force, they even say your mojo magic stuff in one of the movies. They talk about how you're religious, whatever. I can't remember the exact quote, but basically, the Force is like magic, and Superman's weak to magic.
Mm-hmm.
And he won't have the EMP like Batman had to make him cough for a few seconds. Batman fired an EMP when he was getting Force choked, and Vader's like, oh, I can't breathe. Oh, I can't breathe. It's like you hit him in the solar plexus there or something. It's kind of funny.
I'll watch it later.
I tweeted it out when I saw it because I thought it was hilarious.
There's a harpy.
Unionized harpy.
It's really cool too. So it shows that more monstrous creatures, not just a Cyclops, are getting converted into Union members.
They found another little bot.
This bot is actually kind of cool. He's a little damaged and maybe not working 100%, but if you can get him to stay with you, he'll actually help you out. But these guys aren't patient. So here's your last opportunity to free a council member. So if you see, we've seen all 5 of the council members now. All 5 of them have been captured, and you release all 5 of them. This is the last one.
Primal Batman.
He's awesome.
And of course, if you're playing on the villain side, you would see the Lexus, correct?
Correct.
Exactly. All the cool Lexus, including
including Spaceman.
Spaceman.
Got a helmet.
Space Commander.
He cracks me up.
Oh, the robot was staring at me. So
he knows you're there.
Yeah, he finally caught up. Yeah, he's following me, actually. He's to follow you guys. There he goes. Now he's helping Mr. Fix.
Man, these guys are just making short work of this. Tearing it up. Almost like you guys have played it before, maybe even tested it a few times.
So Primal Batman, he goes and uses the Nexus computers to get out of here. Brainiac robots continue to mock you. Their wisdom is not very high.
Some more Brainiac Amazons here.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yeah, it is. Darn you, Quantum! I can't see anything. Now we're gonna have a whole bunch of Quantum all at once, playing all their effects on top of each other.
There's another one of the Batman robots that are helping out.
Oh! Lazy, get the lazy. They're in. You don't have house camera, or your... Try it. Get in there. Nice.
Team camera work.
Hmm?
It's a sport.
It's a sport. Team camera work, yeah. It takes two. That's how bad we are at this compared to Ian's and Ted.
Yeah.
I got my cheat sheet telling me what to do, which I don't know. But the thing is, I don't know how to read, so that doesn't help. He didn't do pictures, thanks, Ted. If it had been a pictogram, I could have figured it out.
Worth the first sentence is learn how to read. So.
Step 1, hooked on phonics. So here we got the Warlord.
Yep. This is the second boss. This is one of the actual female Amazons that have been converted.
As opposed to the male Amazons?
As opposed to the Cyclops. Yeah. There's some mechanics in here. You got to watch these little barrels on the side of the room. Take care of that stuff. Oh, there's those icons again.
It's weird.
You see the bomb over there?
Oh, Fix It made it.
Disable it.
Yep. I think one of those caught me by surprise first time. I was like, what the hell just happened? You stood next to the bomb, dummy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you definitely got to turn around and pay attention, look at them, see what's going on.
Oh.
Yeah, so we actually have
We've already got that fixed.
A little bug, but it's fixed today where she likes to teleport around out there.
I think he just bugged.
We'll get her. Can you get this run ghost you?
Oh.
Looks like the battle drone's helping us out.
Yeah, he's gonna take her out.
Alright, just hold still.
Once again, test server initiative helping us find the bugs.
Nice, good job. That's a powerful little robot that helped you.
I bet you just jumped to the leaderboard there as top damage, huh? Oh wait, we're not in the group, so we don't know.
Yeah, so Wonder Woman's telling you actually what you need to do is head back in time. The third Batman, the one from the first cam, he actually went back in time to try to stop Brainiac from ever entering the Nexus this time when he took it over. So you actually have to head back to the Prime Battleground where he's trying to enter. Just the moment right before.
I don't know if you're gonna go the same one as them, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It's alright.
That's a good point. It's almost guaranteed that I won't.
We're professionals, people. Don't try this at home.
We're so used to grouping.
There we go.
So, just like Prime Battleground, you start at the top here. It's the same area, just a different...
We didn't get any loot that last round, but that may be because you guys put us through.
Yeah,
because we won it.
We probably took all your contribution away.
Yeah.
Way to go, thanks.
So you can see there that there's actually an army of Brainiac robots ready to enter the Nexus up ahead.
And are the chests that we get in these, the 4-man and the 8-man, are they supposed to be empty just for the chest feet?
No,
they should have stuff in them. That is a bug.
The one we just popped was empty.
Okay. We'll take care of that. So that's how Ninja Batman just showed up. He's the one that went back in time from that first fight. You got to choose which one shows up here. So.
Gee.
They mock each other. So here you got to figure out how to get inside that dome that Brainiac put up so he could have his own personal duel with Batman there. And Batman actually took out the huge army. There's still some remnants left here, but when Batman showed up, he used a little Alpha Strike to crush them. You see that in the cam.
See? Batman's got the mojo.
he just had it once, though.
We do know that when Spaceman Brainiac gets there, he just kind of gets knocked back, and they laugh so hard they explode, right?
Yeah. So there's a little bit of a crossover with the original Prime Battleground with transporting these little batteries around. Similar.
I recommend you take it, Modi. Fix it's got it. You take it because you get over there, you're going to draw aggro as soon as you get there.
What
you might want to get these ads.
Takes a bit of strategy.
Yep. Communication, key in MMOs.
Yeah, there are definitely a bunch of ads, if you can see in the radar there, so you have to pay attention the way you're approaching this whole exterior area.
Is this the newer dome, or is there still an adjusted dome coming?
This is the newer dome.
Okay.
Looks good. So they're flying around the exterior trying to defeat Brainiac Sentinels, like it says on the screen there. They got to do 3 of the power cores. They've gathered up 1 power core, but they haven't actually done the delivery yet. They're about to get a 2nd power core. So Mr. Fix-It's over there actually doing the delivery. So that powered on that energy pad.
We any other questions while we're playing?
And inside here, at the entrance, you can see that Brainiac and Ninja Batman are in there battling. There's little pylons there, some of them turned on, some of them are not turned on. It's kind of a little key of how Brainiac is trying to hack into the Nexus there. Trying to override the defenses and use a Brainiac hacking key. There's icons in there.
Yeah, it's just we got ourselves in a bug state. Again, for those the icons aren't normally there.
Exclamation points.
We're in a weird state because of us hacking and jumping around.
So they're transporting the last battery there.
That was really hard to figure out how to get in. So you got to figure it out.
Yeah, we're a little more forgiving on the 4-man content than the 8-man content on trying to figure stuff out. So, have this teleporter they activated. Maybe I can get in. Oh, there it is.
Get in?
Yep.
Good.
So we've got this Brainiac model. He's actually looks very, very similar to that in the comics, which is really cool. And if you so there's this guy over here repairing these pylons. You have to actually pay attention to those, make sure that all of them aren't activated. And I think you could hear the testers in there calling that out. So you need to pay attention to it.
Repair.
There you go, there he is.
We any other questions out there, Meps, that we might be able to answer? Are you there?
The Ninja Batman's actually trying to take out a pylon.
We're not getting many questions related to the
content.
To the content we're showing right now.
Okay.
So, folks, if you do have questions about what we're seeing right now or about Amazon Fury, let us know in chat. We'll get them asked.
Brainiac's taking a little breather here. He's upset that he's taking so much damage, and he calls in some reinforcements. So you have to change your targets and pay attention to what's going on.
There's a feat here that's fairly difficult, right? Oh, you guys asked a question? Sorry, what?
Do you know if there are base items dropping in the 4-player content?
I'd have to check, but I thought so.
Do you remember what any of them are, by any chance?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Problem.
Sorry.
Okay.
Next time I need to come prepared with all the loot tables. Like, yes.
Well.
And this is the percentage chance, and no, I was kidding.
Play and find out, people. You'll see.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've gotten one so far.
Oh, cool.
I've gotten 3.
Do you know what they were?
Toro.
Is it always Ninja Batman here?
No.
Or does it change?
It changes. Like I was mentioning earlier, in the very first fight when you fight the Union Cyclops, there's 3 Batmen there. You get to choose whichever one will be in this final fight by securing him last. So out of the 3 guys, if you, in this case, they rescued Batman or Ninja Batman last, that's why he showed up here. So you have choice exactly which one to fight with.
Of the 3.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. There'll be 2 you won't be able to choose. They'll be off the sides, but there'll be 3 of them initially.
And it's random which 3 show up there. It's 3 out of the 5. So if you like Steampunk Batman, and he shows up there, then you can wait to rescue him last.
What Brainiac? He just doesn't get quiet, does he?
Yeah.
He's a talkie.
Tura asked if we fixed a phase change bug in. Is it in Halls of Hades or is it
Throne?
Throne, the elite.
Is it in Throne?
Yep.
The elite version of Throne. Yep. There was a phasing issue. We have fixed that today. It'll
Cool.
probably be out in, I don't know, 2 days or something.
Thank you, testers.
So yeah, Jesse actually mentioned there's a really cool feat in here, and it's also a gameplay mechanic that you can choose. If you are not inside the dome during the Brainiac fight, you can help prevent ads from coming into the fight by staying outside the dome. So if you die, you can't participate in the fight anymore, but you could actually help stop ads from joining into the fight. Or if you want to, you can just stay out and not even go into the dome and stop ads from coming in the fight. So you have some choices there.
Well, it looks like they finished. Thanks very much, you guys. We appreciate you guys, all the hard work you guys put in. It's really awesome. You guys are really very, very, very cool, very helpful, indispensable almost.
Speaking of base items, I just got a statue of Hades.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome.
Alright, so that's the 2 ops in Amazon Free Part 2.
Yep.
And that's the TSI helping us. Anything you guys want to chime in before we head out?
Us or TSI?
I was asking Donovan and Jesse.
Okay.
Anything you want to say about how we created the alerts, or how you think they've turned out? What do you guys think?
I think they turned out awesome. I mean, they have cool mechanics. Like I also mentioned, we do have some new mechanics that will be coming in later this week or early next week. We still are tweaking some things, but I think they're really cool. They have really good pacing. There's not a lot of downtime. You get to fight through 3 bosses pretty good pace. I think they're awesome.
Yeah, they're really good. I think they're really well done. I think you guys did a pretty good job on it. They're fun to play. Like you said, the pacing's really good, so you don't have a lot of, I won't say the other alerts, but there's some older alerts where you're sitting there waiting for a little bit, trying to get your chance to play, and you don't have some of that. It feels like you're just kind of constantly going. These guys obviously tore through it.
Mm-hmm. They might have practiced.
They might have. But that's fine. That's perfectly all right. So I guess next week we'll be talking about raids, right?
Yeah, so next Wednesday we're going to have a similar stream to this. We'll have a 8-player group ready to go. I think we're going to tackle Halls of Hades, but we'll see. And then probably the same the next week. Chat is asking when the DLC is going to be announced or going to launch, and obviously we can't answer that.
Soon.
We're not allowed to say soon.
Yeah.
They told me I can't say soon on here.
When it's ready.
They told me that a couple weeks ago. They said,
when
don't
it's
say
ready,
soon.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
When it's ready.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the big reasons testing helps. It's awesome.
Didn't mean to jump on you, but they jumped on me. So Ted said I could not say soon.
But if it's actually soon, you can say soon. If it's we don't know, you can't say soon.
Well, see, now you just answered for them. Now they know it's not soon.
Right. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
Doesn't mean anything.
So, anyway, thank you guys for doing the stream. Thank you, TSI, for showing up. Thank you guys for watching. And sign us out, Jess.
Yeah, it was a
All
lot
right.
of fun.
We had a good time. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.